Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm going to opt to do this recording through a screen recording because the Ultra one I wasn't satisfied with. It goes in and out of, the sound goes in and out. So uh, this is some FYI stuff, what I'm expecting for your final. The final for Intro to PR is due Wednesday online at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Let me make that clear. So if you're living in Central Time, adjust the hours accordingly. Uh, it will be available. You can start uploading it as early as Monday. I'll have a folder up and available. You do need to record yourself presenting, whether it's audio or through video. Even if it's through your cell phone and you upload that video or you do that recording, that's fine too. So I need that to be done. So here's what I was trying to show you all with what I'm expecting. I'm looking for the Adobe files. Here they are. Is this the one? Yes, it is. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a press release. Let me zoom out so you can see it a little better. Okay. So I want you all to, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of facets that you need to turn in with your final. One of those facets is a press release that you created based on your study of the press releases for the company, right? So in this instance, one of the students from my face-to-face class, she did the early college high school. She included the logo that you see there. She did a student activities director because this is a thing that's going on with the student activities folks. Okay, and then she included all the information that's needed. Okay, this is a press release that's based on past events, so a lot of the information is duplicated, but she added her own spin to it. Okay, like Disney being there, like you know. So, and then the media contact. Here you go. But it's got everything that's needed here and the information here. You don't need to include your real phone number. That was a question that was raised to me. You don't need to do that. You can include a false phone number, but you do need to include the phone number and the contact information of some sort so as to follow the press release parameters. So this is the press release she created. It follows all the parameters of a press release, one pager. It's got the logo, and it's done. Now she did an overview of the company and what the social media output was. She gave us all the pages for the school, Instagram included, and how to follow them. So this is how to get the audience and attract the audience. These are all the extracurricular activities that the school provides. And so she listed them as well. In your instance, this is a school. So if you guys are doing a company, you would list all the accomplishments and projects that the company has done. And then she highlights the school calendar, important dates that the media might want to know about, and then the location of where to find them. Then she included some promotional material, which included some pictures that she took. She was in yearbook for the school, so she had some access to these photos. In your cases, if you're doing, like, say, a company that's like Warner Brothers or something like that, then you would go ahead and just take from the website. That's fine. But make sure you cite it, like at the bottom or something. Give credit to them. The other thing, let me find a recent file, that she did, again, this is a face-to-face class, was she included promotional materials. These are materials that you typically give in a media packet. This is, you can't really tell because of how it's scanned, but this is the front and back of a postcard that the that the Southern Independent School District gives to students at early college high school. So she included that promotional material in her package. Additionally, she did the extra thing and she created a media press pass. Usually, when there's a big event, there's a press pass that's usually created. I will show you an example of that. Okay, but that's what That's what she did. Obviously, she she designed it, and then she had it made. Having these made cost anywhere from $5 to $10. I don't expect you to go and make a press a press pass. If you decide you want to do something like that, just show me your design. All I need to see is the design, okay? But that's what she did with promotional materials. The only thing that she did not do was she failed to include the hierarchy of the school. This was really impressive, but she did not include the hierarchy in her package, which you would have to do. She included that in her presentation because it was a face-to-face class, so the presentation was a little bit longer. Now for you guys, for your case, let me go over here. Let me do PETA. This is another really good example. So somebody did PETA. Last year it was a nonprofit kind of thing. They included the hierarchy, which you can see like who is on the executive board, who's on the leadership board, who's the coordinator of things, the founder, if your company has a founder, and kind of how it all goes down. You can find this information on the company website, usually on the About Us or the history. You can also find this information on Glassdoor as well. Somebody asked last week if they could do research outside of the company that was dependable. That's totally fine. You can do that. This is where she starts her mission statement. And then there's the official mission statement. So look for the mission statement for your company. She also included 3 movements that PETA was in charge of that year, or something that they do every year. For your instance, say you're going to do Warner Brothers, or you're going to do a studio, you would include maybe 3 major things that they were involved in within the last year that were community activities, usually like movies in the park or something like that. Then she gave a brief history of PETA. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, just a brief history of your company. This is out of order. This is the press release. I don't like it, but I wanted to show it to you so you could see what not to do. Again, this is what not to do. Do what you saw on the previous press release, because as you can see, there is no PETA logo. And also it's 2 pages, and the style is okay, but it's not what I wanted. So she did how to keep dogs, kids, and safe in the hot weather. And she took from the PETA website, which is fine, but she could have made it smaller. At the end of the thing, she mentions that the target audience for this announcement isn't just animal lovers, but human lovers as well. So just FYI, if you guys are going to do something like that, make sure that it follows PR press release parameters, which is 1 page, include the logo. Also, she failed to include contact information, so you need to include contact information. What not to do, right? This is the outline. Part of the thing you have to do is propose a community activity. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can do it this way, where it's separated, where you propose a community activity and what you would like to do with the objective and all that cool stuff. Or you can make it part of your presentation, okay? It doesn't have to be a separate document, all right? You can also make it part of your press release, because the objective is kind of all there within a press release. So again, you can keep it separate like she did here, or you can include it as part of the press release as the proposed community activity, or just make it part of the presentation. Let me go back. Include the location of your company. Having pictures of where they're located is super good. Maybe even a map location. Of course, and information, how to call them, all that good stuff, how to follow them. Here's the FAQ sheet. You can opt to do the FAQs through a presentation, or you could do it in a cool paper. The FAQs that we've done for the school, the previous one that was done in a presentation format, it was a little bit longer. Those were like the activities. But FAQs here, okay, she does it through question and answer, and that's what you want to do. Okay. And then I asked you all to give me 3 examples of press releases. You can do it in any way. In this case, she took the first part of a press release, and then boop, put it there. And then she gave me the actual link to the actual press release. If you're going to do this, make sure that the link works. Sometimes press release links expire, so you can do it this way, or you could just show me do a screenshot of the press release and include it in your presentation. She does it 3 times here, and then she included the little flyer for the doggy one. Okay. And then she goes into company culture. What's the culture like in the company? What, how does everyone work together? This is something you can basically find through the company culture through the through the website. Again, you have to really scan the websites. Excuse me. And you can also do it through Glassdoor. And then finally, she focuses on the target audience for the entire company. And you want to do that. You want to do that using the VALS system as well. So aside from describing what the company is like for everybody and who the target audience is, make sure that you include whether it's for strivers, believers, survivors, innovators, etc. And that is the PETA one. This includes everything that needs to be done. This is why I selected this one. For her promotional material, she basically gave out FAQ sheets that had the PETA logo. So it's well done. So that's what I'm looking for in your final. You do have to present either through a screenshot or whatever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Let me go back over here to the PowerPoint. So again, due Wednesday, December 11th at 5:30. It'll be available to upload as early as Monday morning, and you do need to record yourself presenting. You can do it with video or audio, okay? If you decide to do it like a website, like what I showed you with epcc.edu, you can do that too. Let me show you that. So if you decide you want to do it like a website and not a PowerPoint, you can do that, but you also have to record yourself taking me through the website, and then you have to include the website and make sure it works, make sure it's public. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Of course. Yep, my internet is not working. Come on, you can do it. Facebook is working, that's funny. Okay. So this website is for the college. College is a company. The Public Relations Department put together this website along with the Public Relations Committee and a bunch of other committees, which that's not important. But what I wanted to show you is if you want to know what's necessary to turn in, just look at the EPCC 50th website. Here, there's a list of what's going on currently. It's got events. Let me click on that. There you go. What sort of events are happening for the month of December? In your instance, you could do that too. So what sort of events are happening for your company? It gives the dates and times and the location. The pictures are kind of blah, but then the history of the company, which is the history of the school, right? And they did a timeline. If you want to do a timeline, that's fine. You can do it as a PowerPoint. You could do it as a Microsoft Office document. You can do it using a timeline maker website, okay, for the history of the company. So the timeline is not necessary, but if you want to be creative, you can, okay? I'm all about being creative. If you make a timeline, though, keep in mind it is a little bit of extra work, and you do need photos. You can also use video. I know some timeline websites allow video, so you can do that. But you have to make sure that you are descriptive in your captions when you're making your timeline for the history. Okay. Again, timeline not required, but it'd be pretty cool. And just make sure that you do all this stuff here. Okay. This is more like the mission. Let me get to the successes. These are stories. promotional material kind of stuff. There's a video involved. If you want to do that, like that could be like the company's mission. It can also be the company's like, oh my gosh, what's the word? I just had it in my head. Company culture. And you get videos. Like I like to work for Warner Brothers, and there's like interviews and stuff like that. You can include those videos as well. And then here's the media. It gives them press kits, which includes, like I said, a fact sheet, a logo guide, and then pictures. Okay. And then here's some press releases for the main event. All right. And then some videos that are allowed. You can use that too. And then they've got like some Facebook and Twitter feeds as well. So if you want to know what to look for, maybe the other examples aren't good enough, you can look at these. This FAQ sheet is a little bit different than your typical FAQ sheet. It's very illustrated. You don't have to do something like this, but if you want to, you totally can. I mean, the more creative you become, the better, as long as you have, the logo included and you have the right colors for your company. Companies do have different colors, so you might want to double check that. But you can create a fact sheet and be creative about it, just like EPCC was. Their fact sheet is a little bit longer. It's got more information, but this is information that the media would use. I know certainly I, as a reporter, would use, because this is helpful information for me to do a news story. If I were to use a logo for any reason, this is the logo I would use. And then finally, this is their press release. Their press releases are pretty basic, which is good. You want basic and simple. They use the logo here and immediate release, who to contact, what the title of the event is, what, when, where, and then who opportunities for photo ops and interviews. Broadcast stations love these sort of press releases because they're quick, short, to the point, and they just get in there, right? And here it says you will be able to interview the president, the students, and the staff. Like, you have all these interview opportunities, so come on down, and that'll be great. And then, of course, it ends. It's like 2 sentences, right? And then it ends very quickly. And then at the end, it's got the college's non-discriminatory statement. So that is a third example. So if you are lost and you're like, if this video isn't helpful, go to the epcc.edu website, /50. I'm going to write that down. And just follow those examples. Okay, so in case you get lost, follow that protocol, all right? And again, the only thing you need to add is the type of audience. Ooh. Okay, explain using the VALS protocol, okay? And that's it. Hopefully that answers all your questions. Good luck on your finals this week and next week in studying. A piece of advice, do not wait until the last minute to watch this video. You will be freaking out. Don't do that. It's simple, but it's a lot of moving components. It's like tedious work, okay? So do not wait until the last minute to view this video and get started on things. In fact, watch this video, take a break, maybe go get some coffee, and then come back and actually start the work, okay? Because it'll take you, if you're stressing out and you're one of those people that do it at the last minute, it's going to take you at least 24 hours to get it done, all right? That's why it's a final. That's why I started giving it to you about a month ago. So, and that's if you have all the moving parts together with it. So yeah, just don't wait until the last minute. Don't wait until Tuesday night to do it. You'll be kicking yourself in the butt, okay? Especially because I know it's probably not your only final that you have to do. So just keep that in mind. Don't wait until the last minute. In fact, I'm going to put it in. Don't wait until the last minute. Other than that, good luck. For those of you that are graduating, congratulations. And for those of you that are continuing on next semester, I will probably see you around, or maybe you'll take another online class. Okay. See you guys later, and hopefully this video is much more helpful than the previous one. All right, bye.